In the midst of all the news this week, you may have missed a headline involving how Americans pay for their health care. A group of Democratic senators is hoping for answers from the Trump administration. In the final days of the Biden administration, Senator Raphael Warnock and other Democrats pressed the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to ban credit lenders from including medical debt on credit reports. 1 in 12 Americans have medical debt of more than $250,000. The CFPB in April asked a court to vacate that rule. And this week, a federal judge in Texas found that rule exceeds the CFPB's authority. Joining us now for more is Georgia Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock. Senator, thank you so much, as always, for your time. Can you just explain to people who are wondering why, in your estimation, medical debt should not be on credit reports?
Well, thank you so very much. This is an issue that impacts literally millions of Americans, and it's a good question. Medical debt is not a good predictor of whether or not people will pay, and there are a lot of mistakes, as it turns out, around medical billing. Anybody who's taken a look at their doctor bill, hospital bill, will see and will know that oftentimes there are things that insurance companies are going to cover. It catches up late, but in the meantime, something lands on your credit report. And this is more common than people may think. It drives people's scores down, making it very, very difficult, if not impossible, to get a mortgage, to get a car loan, to start a small business. As your credit score goes down, of course, everything becomes more expensive. And that seems to be a theme of the Trump administration. They're making everything more expensive.
And you penned a letter to the acting head of the CFPB. What's the rationale you were given about why this rule was ended?
The Trump administration has no good reason to undermine this rule that was already in place. It's just that they're working for the corporate interests that want to continue to crush poor people, and the same folks, I guess we shouldn't be surprised, who passed an unprecedented tax cut for billionaires on the backs of people's health care and food security, are now attacking their credit reports.
As you're well aware, today Republicans are voting to codify DOGE cuts, and you also posted letters from children who wrote you talking about their parents who lost their jobs because of those DOGE cuts. One child said, "I'm writing to you because I care about my mom. I think it's important because she got fired. She worked to help children and families. They asked you to make laws to protect fired workers and to write them back." As you know, Democrats are in the minority. So what is your message to children and their parents who are really feeling the impact of these cuts?
Well, this is the human face of the public policy that we pass in this building. I think so often people who operate in these halls get so caught up in the politics and the partisan back and forth that tragically it becomes a game. But these are the children of fired federal workers, and the Trump administration has come, has attacked those workers, which is an assault on all of us, on our health, on our safety, on our security. And at the same time, these folks who have dedicated their lives to this work have been summarily dismissed. And so I was deeply touched, not only as a senator, but as a father, by the letters from these children. They're my youngest, smallest, most vulnerable constituents, and I'm going to continue standing up for them.
And on another note here, one of your colleagues, Senator Ruben Gallego, has introduced a resolution calling upon the Justice Department to release its files related to the Epstein investigation. Just have to ask you, do you think that this is something that Democrats should be focused on?
Listen, there is no crime that's more evil, more sinister than an attack on little ones. And so this is something to be taken seriously. If there's a list, release the list. If there's not a list, then that begs the question about why folks have been, putting something out so seriously. And so transparency is the name of the game.
Okay, Senator Warnock, we thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Great to be with you.